Hey folks, Tim Whalen from Whalen Jazz Lessons. This video is a response to an email question I got from a subscriber. It was a frustration of, the gist was, I'm working on my scales, I can play the fingerings, I've got it down in all keys, I got my major and minors, all good. But when I'm improvising, it doesn't sound authentic, it doesn't sound like jazz, it doesn't sound what I want it to sound like in my ear. And it got me to thinking about practicing scales, and perhaps maybe I can give you some exercises, not only for this person, but also for all of you, that might help bring these major and minor scales to life a little bit, and also give you some real foundational language that you could practice inside of a scale exercise to open some things up and to get some of these sounds in your ear. Also, it'll be good for your technique. Part of technique in jazz is getting your fingers used to moving in ways that, aren't always common. It's about getting your fingers in and out of little binds. So what I've got here are 3 exercises: tonic major, tonic minor, and dominant. I'll do each one on their own. I'll do it nice and slow, and then give you some practice tips for each one. The whole point of these is to show you how to incorporate language in a real compact little exercise. These could be a warm-up for you, but they could also end up being things that you incorporate into your own playing when you're improvising. By doing these, you're going to open up some things with your fingers, and you're also going to start hearing major and minor and dominant, and maybe a more, I don't know if authentic is the right word, maybe it is, but just more inside of the language of playing this music. So here's tonic major. C major. I'll play it first, and then I'll slow it way down, and then we'll analyze it, and then we'll talk about practicing, and I'll do that for each one. So here's tonic major. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me slow it way down. I'm going to do straight 8th notes just so you can hear it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So there it is. It's a little different than. It's still all a major scale, but we're adding enclosures, arpeggios, a few resolutions to the third, and some scale and step movement. These are all elements of language in one concise exercise. Let's break this down now. We'll see what we got here. We're going to go through the whole thing, and we're going to show you what we have going on here. And then we can do it in a couple other keys just so you can hear it in a different key. We've got, starting in C, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, just going up the C major scale. Now we have an enclosure around the 5th. And then we do this little walk up, and we skip up to the 2 or the 9, and then back down to the tonic. Very common. So the whole little run of this first part. Then we're going to run down the major bebop scale with the half step between 6 and 5. Resolution to the 3rd. Definitely something. These are all enclosures you should know in every key. If you learn the enclosures in this scale, a little exercise, you will really open up your playing in tonic major, on tonic major, and really any major 7. And then we've got an enclosure around the root. Okay. And then an arpeggio up the major 7. Why not? because then you're ending on the end of a beat, so you can get that boo-ba-doo-ding, really that nice strong offbeat accent. So we've got enclosure on the 5th, bebop scale going down, resolution to the 3rd, enclosure on the root, arpeggio up major 7. Can't believe I said all that. Okay. There it is. Try B flat. So there's the major. Now we're going to do tonic minor. It's going to be all the same concepts that we just did in terms of enclosures and things, but now we're going to do them how it would be in minor. Like the 5th has a slightly different enclosure, so does the minor 3rd, but everything else is kind of the same. So let me play the tonic minor. Here's C minor. We're talking about minor, major 7, minor 6, minor, major 7. Tonic in a minor key has a major 7 and a major 6. So here's the scale in minor. C minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same structure of scale, just slightly different notes. So let's see what's going on. Well, no, let me slow it down first. Slow 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what do we got going on here? Same deal, go up the scale up to the 5th. And then we've got a resolution to the 5th. It's an enclosure on the 5th, but we go up to the flat 6. Where this is coming from, it's coming from the diminished, but you could think of it as the 5 as well. That's where that sound is coming from. And then we've got the same walk up, 5, 6, 7, 2 to 1. And then we're going to play the minor bebop scale going down, tonic minor, half step between 5 and 6. And then this resolution to the 3rd or enclosure on the 3rd is a little different than in major. And then enclosure on the root. Arpeggio up to the 7th. So here's the whole thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same deal. You could practice this as a scale exercise in both hands. So that's the tonic minor. Let's try it, and we'll stick with F. No, let's do G minor just for this one. So that's tonic minor. Now let's do dominant. This one's a little different. We're going to be dealing with the Mixolydian mode and the dominant bebop scale, which has a half step between the root and the flat 7. We'll get to that in a minute. So here's the full exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little different than the other ones. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's break this down now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Enclosure around the 5th. And then we go up to the 7th, the flat 7th. Run down the scale. Now we're going to do an arpeggio around the 3rd, from the 3rd going up. And then bebop scale just straight down. So you're working on your bebop scales, some arpeggios, and a little enclosure actually happening. So here it is, the whole scale. F7, 1, 2, 3, 4. You could work on some voicings in the left hand, or just keep it real simple. That's fine. Try it in 2 hands. 2, 3, 4. Try B flat that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something to think about too is you could take the little elements that I just showed you and break them up. Let's just go back to the C major, the tonic. You could work on, just work on that on its own. You could work on this. Work on this scale going down to the enclosure around the resolution of the 3rd. Or just work on the resolution of the 3rd. Right? What I'm getting at here is there's very specific delineation points that I showed you. Wherever there's a big thing, there's always small things. And I would always encourage you to break up into the small things if you need to. So there you have it. I hope this was helpful. I'm not giving you all these in all keys because I want you to do that. That's part of your journey. It's a muscle that needs to keep being built. So take these, 3 keys I gave you and start expanding it into all the other keys. And I hope you have a great day. If you haven't checked out my Jazz Warmups and Etudes packet, check it out in the description below. It's a set of 4 etudes on tune-up, blues, rhythm changes, and autumn leaves. And it's a lot of language packed into some real concise etudes on those song forms. So if you haven't done that, feel free to check it out. Have a good one. Happy practicing. See you soon.